What is up, everybody?
Woo!
I'm so glad you're hanging out with us tonight. It feels like this morning.
It's 5 p.m.
The guy with the shades on. Hey, we're so excited you're hanging out with us. Comment, let us know you're here. See Lorelai, saw you had a guitar lesson. It's pretty awesome. Didn't know you played guitar. And Kaya G. What up? North Side, that's right. And then K Pizzle, what's up, K Pizzle?
Mr. Peppy.
Austin Hickey.
Miss KP. What's up, Ashley?
Ash.
What's happening?
Hey,
Welcome
everybody.
back. It's been like 3 weeks.
It's been so
I feel like it's been
long.
forever since we've seen you guys online. We're glad that you're going to hang out with us today.
Yes.
We are going to have some fun over the next 30 minutes, and we're excited to see Kristen Pepe. She's hanging in the house today. It is. So we are so glad there's so many girls that have joined us online on YouTube. Hopefully some guys will join us because it is man night.
That's right.
Straight up. It is the guys only. It's boys
Yeah,
night out.
guys.
So guess what? Celebrate! Woo!
Yeah.
Yes. We do have
Wow.
Megan and everybody and Kristen and all them commenting and talking to you guys online. And so we're glad that you're here. We're gonna have some fun though. We're excited. So if you are here, we see there's several people who are already watching online. Comment, let us know who you are. We want to say hi to you. We are so excited. We know there's been this weird Corona thing going on. It's still going on. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
cow.
So
what a
well,
great-
let's think about it. Since we last had Refuel, there are a few things that have taken place. Okay. First things first, Kanye's running for president.
Kanye 2020. So
What?
What is
That's
up with that? I mean, dude
crazy.
becomes a Christian, he makes an album, and then
Yeah.
runs for president.
And now he's running for
So
president.
any of you guys that are
Seems-
about to become a Christian, go ahead and cut your
Yeah.
album now, and we might vote for you
Seems
in
like a
November.
logical progression.
So, yeah.
Next thing's next. TikTok might be banned
Yeah.
in the United States.
Oh no!
So if 2020
What?
couldn't get any worse, TikTok might not be available
Man.
for us.
I'm
And then
not gonna
also,
listen.
I saw here recently that the Black Flag is back.
Yes.
Yeah,
So we have the
in
Rona
China.
and the Black Plague.
Yeah, in China
So
they have a
instead
couple
of eating
cases.
A bat, someone like licked a handrail.
I don't know. It's crazy. But that being said, all of these crazy things are happening in 2020 since we last saw you. But guys, we are here,
Yes.
and we have announcements.
Woo!
Like
And
we're
it
gonna
is-
talk about
It is
getting back together.
mandatory mask month. Mandatory mask month in Jacksonville. So if you got a mask, rep your mask. I got mine. I'm repping the hog.
There you go.
Right here. So here's what I want to know. Comment and let us know if you have a custom mask. What does it look like? Does it have something on it? Jordan's is matching his hat and shirt. He's just like black from head to toe.
There you go.
And so, what does your mask look like? We really want to know. If it's like a girl, like I have one that's covered in flowers or whatever it is. Captain Michelle, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So we're gonna have a good time tonight. A lot has changed, and so summer is here.
It is upon us.
It's hot outside.
Hey, summer.
Man, it's been hot like crazy. And so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to play a little game, and we want you to play with us. It's called Summer Survey Says. It's going to be like a little Family Feud style game,
Yeah.
but we're going to
We want
I'm
you to
going
be
to
a part of
ask
it. Yeah.
I'm going to ask Will, and we're going to bring in our main man Jeremy Higdon and say, "What's up, Jeremy?" Everybody say hi to Jeremy.
What's up,
So
guys?
so what's going to happen is
Yeah,
I'm
6
gonna
feet
host-
6 feet looks a lot closer. on
TV
this
ad,
screen.
the TV ad's 7 feet. So, and so what we're gonna do is I'm going to.
man.
That's why I look taller than Jordan. See, look, I'm taller
Yeah,
than Jordan.
Yeah,
Because
and
I
then
tell
if I
you-
step actually
Well,
where
look
you
how
are.
tiny I am now. Yeah. So see,
Like
it's
that,
all depth perception. Is all it is. So we have our social distancing.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. I like the panda mask, checkerboard mask, Marvel
Butterflies.
Comics mask. I like it. Butterflies. That's cool. I like it. So we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna ask a question, just like survey says. Jordan and Jeremy are gonna give an answer. You comment with your answer. If your answer is higher than theirs, we're gonna keep track of your name and we're gonna send you your very own Starbucks gift card
Oh,
via email. So you can get your own free coffee, but if you're coming down by the church, you got to hit it up by noon because they're shutting it down early for for the Rona, I guess. So,
Yes.
all right, are you guys ready to play? We're gonna have a
think
little
so,
fun.
hopefully.
You guys
Let's go.
comment
Yeah, I'm ready.
your
Let's do
answer
it.
I feel like
to
you'll beat
the question. This
You
is
seem like you're good at
summer survey says. Here's
Survey
question
says.
number 1. Here we go. Name a popular summer sport. Is it Jordan Tapp?
Swimming.
Swimming, and you say, hold on.
I'm gonna say, Piper Summer Sport. Let's go with baseball.
Baseball and swimming. So we're gonna give it a few seconds to see if anybody comments first, and if they do, we'll see. And then otherwise, we're just gonna go ahead and show what swimming or baseball, if they're on the list, where do they show
Hopefully.
up?
feel
I don't
like
know.
Swimming's a summer sport.
Swimming
Yeah,
is a pretty summer
that's
sport.
not summer.
It's not a winter sport.
It's
It's
surfing.
that
Unless
for
you're a
sure.
polar plunger, I
It's
guess. So
surfing.
I don't know.
Summer sport. I
So-
guess so, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But is
maybe.
it a popular
Volleyball,
enough
beach
for-
volleyball.
Bobby
I
Smith
mean-
says swimming.
Okay.
So
Beach
she's
volleyball.
kind of tied. Beach
Beach
ball,
ball.
surfing,
Yeah.
surfing.
Beach
I like
ball.
that.
Okay.
Bobby.
Surfing.
All right, so here we go. What is the number one? Did anybody pick the number one answer, Will? That's the question. Volleyball.
Sure did.
Swimming! Bobby
way to
Smith,
go.
you were the first to answer with a comment. So, Bobby, a Starbucks gift card is coming your way. So,
Oh, so Jeremy, you said baseball.
you said
right?
baseball.
I did. I
So,
said
did baseball
baseball.
fall on the list? That's the
Baseball.
question. Oh, number 2
nice.
answer. All right.
That's
Will,
pretty good.
what is the number 3
Almost as
answer
good as
of
me.
summer sports? Volleyball, beach ball. We
Hey,
also know
there
Zach
we
Pearson,
go.
some beach
Volleyball's
volleyball.
up there.
Number 4, what is it? What is it? Let's see. It is tennis.
Tennis.
Hey.
I played that a lot. Only 4 people out of 100 said that. And the final answer is golf.
Ooh, golf.
That's a good summer
That makes
sport.
sense. Golf's a great
Yeah. Unless you live in Florida, that's a year-round sport. So
That's
right.
There you go.
pretty much. But all of
Shout
our
out
sports are
Florida.
year-round.
Yeah.
They're year-round everywhere here. So that's good. All right, number 2. Bobby, you win the first gift card. What is the average height in feet of a diving board? Jordan beats you again. He's faster than you.
5 feet.
5 feet. And
I'm
you
gonna go
said
6 feet.
6 feet. 5 feet or 6 feet. We're going to give you guys 10 seconds to comment. So we're going to count them
Okay.
down. 10,
That was honestly.
9.
I mean, it's like a
6.
5'7", right, or something like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
like I was thinking
Like
6,
the high
but
guy?
I decided to go
Or
down.
like, so you did 5 and you did what?
I did
6.
6.
6 feet? I'm going to guess and say like 2.
Really?
That is true. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Unless
I-
you're like Olympic diving.
I
boards.
wish.
I don't know.
Too crud.
Camden says 8.
8 foot.
8
You
feet.
probably know.
20.
Whoa,
Dang, that's like
the
a cliff
high
diver,
dive.
man. That dude's jumping from way up there. Maddie Gillen says 5 feet. I like
Man, yeah,
that.
maybe 6 is a little. Maybe
So
like
Maddie
3,
says 5.
3.
Bella says 5. Ava says 5. Kaya 6.5. Lorelai 6.
All right, let's see.
Here we go.
Who's
Number
got
1.
this?
It is
Nice.
6 feet.
Okay.
So you
That
can
was
guess.
3.
Sydney Wood says 4 feet.
Okay.
That's the
What
What about
lowest
5
so
feet?
far.
What about 5 feet?
Anybody say 5? There's 5
Dang
feet.
it.
Oh,
I
so
think you're gonna be
did
right.
anyone
6
say
feet or
4
10
feet?
What
Is
is
there
it?
a 4 foot answer?
What's number 6?
Oh, there's not a 4 foot answer. Is there a
Wow.
3 foot answer? Let's see. What is the number 2 answer? Oh, 3
3
feet is the number 1
So
answer.
did anyone say
No
3?
one said 3 feet. That
Sydney
means
said 4.
that means
but
I get
that's
started.
fine. So you get started.
Woo!
Okay.
I
None
get
of you
started.
guys get it because you're all bad at this.
Man, all right. Third question. We got
Just kidding.
this
Sorry,
and
we
one
love
more.
you. Please stay on.
All right. We got this and one more. Here we go. Name a popular pool toy. Jordan is so fast.
Man,
Yes.
I just like.
Lightning fast.
Pool noodle.
He says pool noodle.
Oh,
Pool
I'm gonna
noodle.
say a pool float.
A pool
Ah,
float.
dang it. You
Like a
totally
float or a
Are they
noodle.
like the same?
I don't know.
A noodle's a noodle. A float's like,
A noodle's a noodle.
Like a raft.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
Like the float. Yeah.
Noodles are noodles.
All right. I'm gonna say is a mask a toy?
I don't know.
Mask
That's what I was thinking, like a
I
snorkeling
don't
kit.
know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Inner tube, Camden Mashad. That's a good answer, man. I
All
like
right.
that. I like that. I like the good answer. The inner
Let's
tube.
see.
I don't know. What
What else?
name a popular toy? Could be.
Oh,
Pool
see,
noodles,
beach
Beach
ball.
Oh, or a
Water
float,
gun.
water gun. I like that, Sarah. That's what I
Oh,
used to do.
wow.
Shooting with the water guns.
Man,
All right,
I
so
wish.
let's see. What is the number 1 answer? Beach ball. Oh, I don't know.
okay.
Who was the first
Who
beach
said,
ball
yeah,
person?
who said beach ball first?
Who was the first beach ball person? It was. We're keeping
Bam,
going.
bam, bam, bam.
Maddie Gilliam. Maddie, was it Maddie? I'll keep going. Just make sure.
Just to double check.
Nice. Yeah.
No, Ashley
Ashley.
Pearson. Ashley Pearson.
Ashley Pearson.
Sorry, Maddie.
Congrats.
Ashley, you win a Starbucks
So wait,
gift
were
card.
the others on there at all? Like, I want
Yeah.
to know how I did.
All right, so let's see what number 2 is. A
Pool
pool
noodle.
noodle.
Nice.
Okay.
You're in second place.
Second.
Although second is the first loser.
Air mattress.
Air mattress.
That's like a float.
Oh, is that like
Yeah.
a float?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking
I
like
would
a
say
real air mattress. Like, hey
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna pump up our little Coleman air mattress and hop out in the
Plug
pool.
it in over there. It's like go to the pool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the next question. We're gonna have a little fun. Name something you cook on a barbecue grill. There we go.
Burgers.
Burger.
Oh yeah. What about hot dogs?
Hot dogs
Whoa.
and burgers.
Whoa.
Burgers. I'm gonna have a more refined taste and say steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I would cook on a barbecue
Little
grill.
shrimp like a Barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Maybe chicken. I don't know.
Dingo babe.
Yes. So I'm curious.
Chicken's good.
What do you think? Name something that you would cook on a barbecue grill. We have hamburger,
Yeah.
hot dog, and
Ribs.
steak.
Oh,
Ribs,
steak.
burger,
Hot
steak.
dogs. Laura, I
chicken.
agree.
All right, here we go. What is the numero uno? It is hamburgers.
Obviously.
Jeremy, did anybody else say hamburgers yet?
Oh yeah, the first
Maybe.
one.
Was the first
Very
person?
first comment
Burgers. Eat.
was
Right there.
Oh, wait.
Keep going.
Oh.
Keep go back.
Oh,
Go.
oh. Joe.
Joe McCarthy.
What was numero
There you
two?
go,
Joe.
What was number
We
2?
will send you a burger. So not
Steak.
a burger.
Dang it!
We're not gonna send you a burger. I said steak.
I know,
Yeah.
but
We're
I'm
gonna send you
losing.
Starbucks,
That's
Joe.
what I'm upset about.
Yeah.
Was hot dogs even on there?
Is a hot dog on there? Surely hot dog is on there.
The old
Oh.
cheap steak.
So what's between
I know.
hot dogs and steak?
Yeah. What's number 3?
Chicken.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
hot dogs.
What's
Come
next?
I don't know.
Surveys.
Ribs.
Ribs.
There you
Okay.
go, Joey. Has some ribs,
Sausages.
sausages, and
Beef.
Fish.
No vegetables on there.
yeah.
That's true.
Because if you have barbecue,
We do live in Jack's.
No, like
Fish
for
should be
kebabs.
fine.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
comment if you like kebabs on the grill.
I do, but I throw the
This
vegetables
guy.
away and just eat the meat.
So I grilled the
Yeah, you-
vegetables on there, and then I separated it into 2 files.
Nice job, Andrew. Way to use your dad's account. Good job. I love it.
Right.
All right, here we go. Last question. Last question of our interactive drill time before we get into some teaching.
Oh,
Name.
Here we
Oh
go.
wait, that's not it. Name something that is vital to bring camping. That was a tie. Do it again. That was another tie. Jeremy got
A
you.
tent.
He says a tent.
yeah. Well, what about a sleeping bag?
Ooh.
Because you don't
Sleep
want to be sleeping in a
outside.
tent. with nothing in
You,
there.
yeah, if you have a tent but you don't have a sleeping bag, you're.
I'm gonna
That's
say.
true.
I'm gonna say.
Net.
I'm actually hosting this game. So I'm gonna answer. No, I'm
Ooh.
gonna say a chair,
Ooh,
like a
I
lawn
like
chair. A lawn chair.
Can't sleep without a chair.
Yeah. You can sleep in the chair.
Ah,
But you can sleep in the tent. Sleeping in the tent.
Matches. Tent,
So-
tent.
A
Towel.
phone.
Pearson
Matches.
07, is that the first tent? Who else was the tent? Ava. Oh, Bobby Smith said tent. Bobby, you've already won.
Bella, I see your veggie.
Abby Seeger, s'mores. You are my new favorite
Oh,
friend, Abby.
that's a good
Yes,
one.
that is
I like it.
vital to camping for sure. Sarah Hanson, Joey Knight, are you the first one to say tent? I guess Joey Knight is the first one.
All
to
right,
say
so
tent. Let's see what the number
what's
one answer
number
is.
one answer?
Because I think it's tent. It is a tent,
Yeah.
Joey. Joey Knight,
That's
you
what I
win.
wanted to
Free
say.
Starbucks.
I know.
So you can either get a coffee drink or you can
What's
get
Joey
like
good?
a fruit frappuccino stuff like what I do.
All right, was number 2 sleeping bag? Please be.
What is number 2?
Yourself.
Please don't do the number
Yes,
2.
okay.
Don't do number 2 in your sleeping bag. That would be great.
Ew.
All right, number 3. What is number
I
3?
knew a guy one time.
Really?
Bug
No.
spread.
Bug
Yeah,
spray.
actually.
That is true in
Different.
Florida. You need some bug spray. to go camping. Flashlight,
That's a good
of
one.
course. Marshmallows.
There's
That's
the s'mores.
Abby's the s'mores. Yeah, you can't go
Marshmallows.
camping because we don't want to die.
And
A
camp
stove.
stove.
That's what the
Okay.
fire's
that's your people.
for. Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome, guys. Hey, we're glad that you played with us. We got another little fun staff game that you're going to get to play and try to beat us in a little bit. But before we do that, it's been a while, but we finally had an opportunity to do another 60 seconds.
I love this.
Me,
It's gonna
60
be awesome.
So,
Hey, that's like a minute.
That's like a full minute.
me,
That's pretty
With
awesome.
Jeff.
another Chet Stew.
Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another 60 Seconds with Jeff and with my friend Bobby Smith. So Bobby, tell everybody your grade, school, and what campus you go to.
I'm now a senior at Atlantic Coast, and I go to Hodges campus.
What made you laugh this week?
So far this week, I had some friends over yesterday, and we were shotgunning LaCroix.
What is Jesus teaching you during this season?
A lot about patience and communication as well.
What is your favorite part about church?
Fellowship and then with my friend, just learning about Jesus alongside them.
Do you have any hobbies?
Well, I play piano and I do karate.
In one sentence, what do you want to do with your life?
Bring justice to people who can't bring justice for themselves.
What is one message that you would tell your younger self?
Stop stressing so much about every little thing.
What is your favorite Bible verse?
Proverbs 31:30.
What is your dream car?
Well, I have a car right now. It's Toyota Corolla.
And what's your favorite thing that Chet Students does?
Oh, paint wars. Those are fun.
Hey guys, that was another 60 Seconds with Jeff. You got to meet Bobby Smith. Hit her up on Instagram and Snapchat and make a new friend. See you later.
Well, all right. Thank you, Bobby, for sharing that. Hey, quick confession, I've never had a LaCroix. I've never had a LaCroix, much less shotgun one. So, hey, that's pretty amazing. So, before we took a break from Refuel Live a few weeks ago, we were talking about family and how families, instead of being typical, how every family is actually atypical, a little bit different. But we want to kind of shift gears a little bit because we said how our families are crazy, but we want to confess a little bit that maybe we're the ones who are adding crazy to our family. Maybe our families are weird because we are part of our families. We meaning you. Maybe your family's weird because you are the one bringing the weird to your family. So a question to think about, okay? What's something you do at home that you would never do in public? What's something that you do at home that you would never do in public? Now, before you get like crazy weird answers, let me kind of give an example of what I'm talking about, all right? So at your friend's house, you would never leave your nasty socks. You would never leave your smelly shoes. You wouldn't get eat a banana and leave the peel on your friend's couch or the empty plates there from food. You might not do that at your friend's house, but maybe at your own home, you'd be like, I don't have any problem doing that at all. In fact, your parents are on your case all the time. Hey, put the plates away and throw your trash away and take your socks to the dirty gloves. Whatever it might be, maybe you would do something differently out in public than you would at home. Maybe you would never treat your teammates the way you treat your brother or sister. Maybe you're like really mean, really hurtful to your brothers and sisters, but you would never treat the people on your team the same way. What is something that you don't do in public that you actually are okay doing at home? Maybe you lose your temper really easily at home, but maybe you're more patient. Maybe you don't like say what's immediately on your mind to your friends or to those who are out in public. What is something you do at home that you don't do out in public? All right, so we see things like, okay, some sleep, all right, maybe you don't sleep in public, but you do at home. Maybe you sing at home, as Macy said, but you don't really sing in public, all right? Put recycling in garbage. I don't know what that means. Maybe you don't do that at home, but maybe you do, Ethan. I'm not quite sure there, all right? But we all live a little bit differently at home than we do in public. And sometimes we want to go, okay, but why? Why are there two of me? Okay, why is there the public me, and then why is there the at-home me? Why do I treat my friends and the people at school and my teammates, why do I treat them one way, but then treat the people I live under the same roof with, why do I treat them differently? We want to kind of ask that question because sometimes it might be as simple as, well, you know what, honestly, the people at my house, my family, they have to love me, so I can mistreat them because they have to love me. Or maybe we say, you know what, I really want to make sure my friends like me, so I treat them a different way. It may be a matter of our heart. It may be a matter of the things that we actually are going through in our own. But sometimes we find ourselves not being our realist us at home, but maybe the worst version of us at home. We kind of want to go, okay, why is that? Why do I live that way? Why am I okay with that sometimes? And how does it me, but how does it affect my family? And so sometimes, again, we want to just ask that question, just one more thing, something to think about. Why do you feel like it's easier to act one way at home and another way in public? Why do you think it's easier to act one way at home and one way in public? As you're thinking about that, we're going to turn to the scriptures. And one thing I love about the Bible is this, is the fact that it is not a bunch of made-up stories. All right, we believe that the Bible is filled with real people who actually lived here on the same earth that you and I do. And they actually lived real lives, meaning they had real issues. They had real drama. They had real crazy situations they went through. They went and experienced real life. They probably had really, really awesome days and really, really tough days, kind of like you and I face in our life as well. I love the Bible, and it doesn't pull any punches. It actually tells the truth about these people. So for the next few weeks, we're going to look at the real life of Joseph. Now, this isn't New Testament Joseph and Mary. This is actually Old Testament Joseph.
And we're going to find out that Joseph was part of a big family, that he had lots of brothers, that he actually was mistreated and actually did some things differently. In fact, we believe that, and that the Word of God tells us that Joseph was actually sold into slavery, and that he actually was sent to a foreign country that he was used to. And he had all sorts of drama, all sorts of complications in his life. In fact, it is so crazy. It's like a crazier version of the Tiger King. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but that's a crazy story. Joseph's story. Read the Bible. It's a crazier version than even of that. And so we're going to kind of pick up the story in Genesis 37. We're going to start near the beginning, and we're going to see that Joseph has a dad named Jacob. Now, the Bible is pretty interesting because sometimes we wonder, I wonder if my parents, if they have a favorite, I wonder, maybe you would say, you know, that you think you're the favorite. Well, the Bible actually says that Joseph was Jacob, his dad's favorite. It actually says that Jacob loved Joseph more than he loved Joseph's brothers. And so he wanted to treat Joseph in a certain way, so he created this special robe that had many colors and that he gave to his son Joseph as an illustration, as a picture of how much I love you, Joseph. Well, here's the thing. Joseph's brothers knew that Jacob had a favorite, and it wasn't them. They knew that Joseph was the favorite. So imagine, man, what would you do in that situation? You would probably not like Joseph very much, and that's exactly what Joseph's brothers, how they reacted. They did not like Joseph at all. In fact, they hated him because their father loved him more than the others. Well, here's the thing. Joseph doesn't make the situation any better. In fact, he maybe adds to it, makes it a little bit worse, maybe either on purpose or maybe out of ignorance. But here's where we pick up the story in Genesis 37. Joseph goes to his brothers, and here's what he says. Listen, guys, let me tell you about the dream I had. There we were, binding sheaves of grain in the field. Suddenly my sheaf stood up, and your sheaves gathered around it and bowed down to my sheaf. So Joseph has a crazy dream, and instead of saying, you know what, maybe I'll keep it to myself, he says, no, let me tell my brothers this dream. And Joseph's one of the younger people of his family, and so he says, hey, older brothers, I had a dream, and you guys, as the older brothers, you guys were bowing down to me. Wasn't that a crazy dream? Well, in verse 8, here's the brothers' reaction. They said, are you really going to reign over us? His brothers asked him, are you really going to rule us? So they hated him even more because of his dream and what he had said. So can you imagine what's going on here? Joseph has this dream, and he says, I'm going to tell them, instead of keeping myself, I'm going to actually brag about this a little bit. And the brothers heard this, and they hated Joseph even more. The drama is real. The situation's going on. And here's what happened here in this reality. Joseph was behaving like we all do in our families sometimes. Joseph knew how he was being treated. He was hyper aware of that. He knew he was hated. He knew he was the favorite. He knew all those things. And yet, at the same time, he wasn't really aware of how it affected everyone else. He didn't really fully understand how it hurt the brothers, how it affected the family situation, of him not only telling this, but of him receiving the love in this way and being vocal about it, and even having this robe that he wore to illustrate that. And so we see again the brothers thought, this is totally unfair. This is unfair how we are being treated in the family. And with that being said, let me just ask you, what is the most unfair thing that has ever happened to you? Maybe it happened to you in your family. Maybe it happened at school, or maybe you're at a job somewhere, or somewhere, a situation, but you were treated unfairly. What was the most unfair thing that has ever happened to you? Man, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and share that in the comments. We'd love to just kind of hear that, but also maybe kind of share together of how we've been treated unfairly together. And when we talk about these things, and we talk about when it comes to Joseph and that situation, even though these verses are about a coat and about weird dreams, listen, there's so much to this passage. Here's the thing, man, if you think your family's complicated and you think it's just you, hey, family's been complicated since the very beginning, thousands of years. So be encouraged by that. And then secondly, we want to be people who pay attention to how our actions affect others, to how we treat people in different situations, how we act one way with our family and one way outside. And then lastly, man, if there's tension in our family, man, we want to resolve that tension. We don't want to ignore it. We want to deal with that. And if we don't take care of tension early, man, it only gets bigger. And so some of the things you were saying, Ethan B said, listen, a Chick-fil-A hasn't responded to my application. Man, that is unfair, isn't it? Like you fill the application out, you just want to hear something back, and you haven't heard back anything. So that can be definitely unfair as well. And so we want to understand, again, that that's sometimes a part of our lives. And so we're going to continue the story of Joseph in just a second. But before then, we're going to do a quick timeout. So we'll see you in just a few moments.
What's up, guys? What's happening? What's happening?
Hey.
Thanks so much, Jeremy, for sharing. So we're going to have a little fun with our staff right now because Jordan is the social media guru.
I don't know about
Right?
that. I don't know if I'm a guru.
I am kind of the
on-
old guy on staff.
I'm on social media.
And so we were just talking about the fact that TikTok may get yanked from American culture.
This is true.
And so comment and let us know if you even have TikTok. We're going to play a little game. It's called the TikTok Tussle.
TikTok tussle.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So I'm in recovery. I formerly had TikTok, but I no longer have it for two reasons. One, I was wasting way too much time on it, and then two,
Gotcha.
I found out that the Chinese government was looking at all the stuff on my phone. I was like, yo, don't do that.
Yeah.
So then I
So you're the artist formerly known as having TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got you. So we're going to play a little game. It's called TikTok Tussle. Here's how the game's going to be played. It's real simple. You can play along with us. All we're going to do is we're going to guess which of these two TikToks have more views. And then the winner has to make their own TikTok channel and dance on that TikTok channel.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I just made that up on the spot. That's not really the case.
Totally,
Yeah,
man.
Jordan looked at me like, what? So
we didn't
here we
rehearse
go.
that.
We're going to watch the next first TikTok tussle. Here it is. We're going to watch them. Oh, man. We're going through the drive-thru. Oh, no, wait. No.
Okay.
That's a car wash. Right?
So, yeah.
Is that in a Jeep?
Yeah, I think they're in a Jeep.
So,
Okay.
he's very religious.
Yeah. Yeah, doing the
All right, so that's the
Catholic
first
crossing.
one. And the second one is, well, what's just happened?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I've seen TikToks like
He's
this.
floating while the sky is moving.
I think this one has more views.
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna
one's
go.
way
I'm
cooler.
gonna go with one because two. That's
Yeah.
just dumb.
Numero uno. That's my vote.
Yeah. Yep. 1.5 mil. I got you.
Hey, we're winning.
We're 1-1.
Yay.
Here we go.
Okay.
We're 1-2-1, not 1-1. All right. The next one is. What's
Renegade
up,
Dan.
Miss Postman? I like
Post
it.
woman.
Oh, whatever. I thought it was just a general neutral name. Post,
It's post person.
is it post?
It's
person?
like being after a
It's
person.
2020 now, so it's post whatever. Oh, and Will.
Oh, it's Will
Will
Smith.
Smith.
Wipe it down. Wipe.
Oh, that's cool.
Wipe. Wipe.
Okay.
Down. Wipe.
Yeah. Well, if it's
Oh,
Will Smith,
just
if
lost
it's
my
Will
memory.
Smith,
I don't know.
then-
I don't remember what just happened.
Oh. I think
Did
it's.
it?
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, I'm going with Will Smith because it's Will Smith, right?
Will
It's got to
Smith.
be Will Smith.
Will Smith over everything.
Absolutely. Whoa, that was
But
close,
I mean,
though.
it's closer than one would initially
Yeah.
think.
Miss Post person.
Post person, you know,
she was competing there with Will cleaning
those
his
those
bathroom mirror.
post good old post.
Will's got the
people.
golf clubs in the background. He must have played around before he cleaned the mirror.
Let's go again.
All right, here we
Numero
go.
Trace.
Number 3. We got one more after this. Okay, they're singing like Zach Brown Band for sweet tea and Chick-fil-A sauce, which is disgusting. I love
Okay.
Chick-fil-A, but I hate Chick-fil-A sauce.
You hate Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
sauce? I didn't know that.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. I do not like Chick-fil-A sauce.
Well, you're wrong.
I know.
But also that video wasn't that
All
cool.
right, this is pretty cool.
But this trend is really, really dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But he melted very quickly,
Yes.
just like he would do in real life. Yeah, I'm gonna say
I'm saying two.
the Olaf guy
Yeah.
because
Hola.
I mean,
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll say one just to be different.
oh, why you gotta be different, man?
Because I like
Why-
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Why can't we all get along?
I'm gonna rep it for the Chick-fil-A sauce.
I don't like Chick-fil-A sauce, so I'm gonna say they're the losers. I told you.
Oh, but it was only by 10,000.
Yeah,
So
that's 10,000 more people like me that don't like Chick-fil-A sauce. So I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right,
so
here
you're
we go.
winning. So I can either tie or I'll lose.
Yeah. So if you tie, then we'll do tiebreaker.
Okay.
Right. So the dog wagging the tail.
Little dog.
Is the dog cleaning leaves? Is that what the dog is doing?
Dogs are so cute.
All right. And ooh, Santa. Santa's about to eat a salad.
Okay. Oh,
He doesn't
okay.
like
I'm
it.
familiar with this trend.
Oh, the Santa.
I don't like it.
Just happened?
So I just based on the
I'm going
audio.
with Santa because I like cookies better than salad.
Okay. Well, if you like cookies, I'll go with the dog.
All right. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Let's see. I can either win. Oh, dang it.
Ayo.
So we're tied.
So we gotta go
with the tiebreaker.
into
So
the
what's the next-
tiebreaker.
The next one, let's see. Let's find out. The dog one. Father with
their child.
running the coaster. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
It's fun.
That's impressive. All right.
Yeah.
I like that. My kids would have loved that if I was
Oh
my gosh.
Oh. Okay.
What is happening?
That's art.
What is happening right now?
That is art for sure. 100%. All right, corn. I'm going with corn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with corn too.
All right.
But then we can't wait. Oh, sorry. I should have gone
Okay,
opposite.
so we
All
tied.
right, one more, real fast.
One more.
We're going long. We're sorry, but someone has to win this thing.
Okay.
So here we go. The spinning bike.
Okay, this is actually okay.
Because I got to
I
get
have
mass
mixed
mode
feelings
here.
about this.
The bike.
So like it's a cool concept,
That's very
but I
cool.
just know that the pictures that they're showing aren't the ones that are being taken in that film.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Like the amount of editing that's done in post. I mean, it's still cool, but I just don't think I'm not
Alright.
as big of a fan.
I like this guy just because he's about to shoot a football at something.
Or I like the fact that it's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Yes.
Oh, that's a Mandalorian helmet, isn't it? All right. Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so let's do this. We have to rock, paper, scissors
Okay.
for first choice.
All right, because we're both gonna pick
Yeah.
the football guy.
Yeah. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Take it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes. Okay, I'm choosing number 2.
All right, you are a number 2. I'm choosing number 1. Dang it. All right,
Here we go.
won? Oh! And I still won. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
I do know my TikToks, even though I'm an old man. So, yeah. So, thanks for playing with us. We are going to bring out from behind the computer, who's been running this whole show tonight, his rookie debut running the show on Ecamm for you guys. Bring out to you to finish out our teaching. So, hang with us as we bring out Will, the Thrill, Dig Dog Dunlap.
Hey.
Join us. So, what's up?
What is up, everybody? Hey, welcome back. TikToks, those are quite the videos for sure. I would have been that guy with the football and just hit me in the head because I can't catch. I love to play sports, can't catch with a flip though. Hey, Jeremy was teaching earlier about the life of Joseph. That's what I get for preaching with gum in my mouth. But Jeremy was teaching earlier about the life of Joseph and how Joseph, even his family, had conflicts at times. And so comment, let us know, are you the oldest? Are you the youngest? Are you the quiet one maybe in your family? Or maybe you're the suck up. Maybe you're like, man, mom and dad, whatever you want. If I want this thing, I'll do it for you, right? Maybe you suck up just to get something from your parents. Comment, let us know what you are, oldest, youngest. I'm the youngest. I have an older sister. If she's watching right now, what's up, Kathleen? Love you, miss you. And she was a great big sister. And
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Hi, Kathleen. How are you doing?
Jeff or Joe. But I was the youngest, and the youngest was like incredible because when Kathleen moved off to college, I got the whole house to myself basically. So it was the best. But here's the thing. Whatever you are, if you're the oldest, you're the youngest, whatever you are, you play a specific role in your family, right? And our words and our actions, because of that role, can play a big part of hurt in our family, or maybe it can bring joy, whatever it is, whether you recognize that or not, right? And so here's the thing. Like I said, we all play a specific role. And here's a couple of helpful tips. Jeremy gave a couple of helpful tips earlier, if I can talk. A couple of helpful tips earlier that kind of helped out. But here's a couple of helpful tips to fulfilling your role in your family. Here's the thing. Pay attention to how your words and actions contribute to your family. Your words, they mean a lot. They have a lot of weight, a lot of power. And so just remember that your words carry a lot of weight. And number 2 is this. Decide what you want your role to be on from here on out. right? And so, in other words, pay attention to how you affect your family. Because if you're thinking, man, I'm just 11, I'm just 12, or I'm just 15 or 16, you play a big part. No matter your age, you play a big part in your family. And so just know that. And here's the thing. The church at Philippi, they even struggled with some of the same things. And they worked a lot like family. And they were trying to figure out how to live together. Right? They were trying to figure out this balance between how to love each other, but how to work together. Right? And Philippians 2 says this. It says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of the interest of others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset of Christ Jesus, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God to be something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross." And here's the thing, students. You may be thinking, how do I humble myself in my own house, right? How do I humble myself to my siblings? How do I humble myself to my parents? And here's the thing. We start by paying attention to how we see ourselves. And how we see ourselves is so important. If you see yourself as domineering over your brothers or sisters or controlling over your parents, then you're probably going to act that way, right? You're never going to probably do a load of laundry because you think, man, my siblings need to do the load of laundry, or it depends. It really is so important to how you see yourself. And here's the thing: how you see yourself ultimately determines how you treat others. Just like I was saying earlier, maybe you could do a load of laundry for your mom and dad, or do the dishes, or whatever it is. Maybe you already do. Maybe it's part of your chore list. Whatever it is, see yourself in a way that loves people and loves God, and everything else will fall from that. Number 2 is this: ask someone who is older or wiser to come alongside you. And when you don't know what to do in your family some days, and this series is called "What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do." And so, ask someone who's older, wiser. What do I do? How do I respond in this situation? And here's the thing: we all need people. People need each other. We all need people to rally around us, and who knows what exactly is going on in our family, to wrap an arm around you and say, "Hey, here's how you should respond. Here's the biblical way to respond," and make sure that person points you to Jesus, because that is so important in our life today. And here's the thing: I'll close with this. That's why we have life groups. Life groups are meant to be your people. They're meant to bring community to you, and they're meant to know things about you that nobody else does. Right? Your life group leader, the people in your life group, they're your people, and treat them as your people. And so, your life group is meant to love you through hard situations that you're facing, maybe in your family or whatever that looks like for you. So, embrace your life group. Love your life group. If you haven't talked to some people in your life group lately, man, call them up, text them. Hey, you want to go get ice cream or something? And they're your people. So, and they're meant to point you to Jesus if you don't have that person. So let me pray for us, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Let's pray. Jesus, thank you for who you are. God, we thank you for your word. And God, we thank you for family. God, family it can be a tricky thing sometimes, but God, we just thank you for family, and God, bringing people to us. And God, I just pray for our students, God. Lord, I just pray that, Lord, that if they don't have anybody in their life that can come alongside them and point them to you, point them to Jesus, and say, hey, here's how to respond in that situation, God. Would you bring somebody to them, whether it's somebody in their life group or whatever that looks like, God. And so, Lord, I just pray for our students. Lord, there's still some may still be battling corona stuff or whatever it is, God. I just pray for them and that you would be with them. So, Lord, we love you and we thank you. Amen.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We're finishing
Yo.
up. We are so glad that you're here. We're going to give away some free stuff. Thanks so
Free
much,
stuff.
Will. Thank you, Will and Jeremy, for sharing and teaching, doing the teaching time with us tonight. I hope you guys stay connected and you learn and you understand this whole concept of how you connect with your family, because that's so important to know what to do, even when you don't know what to do. And when we don't know what to do, when our family seems crazy, just remember, see yourself the way that God sees you, and that'll begin to put you in the right perspective with home, right?
Yeah, and just like Joseph, he took the time, like he realized that it started with himself.
Yeah.
That he had the ability to impact his family, and you guys have the ability to impact your family as well. So it starts with you, but
we got free stuff to give away.
free stuff
Yeah,
to give
so
away.
we're going to give away. Let's do it. I'm feeling extra generous tonight. We're going to give away 4 free prizes tonight.
Oh my gosh, that's
some
so many
free
prizes.
Starbucks. We'll either get Starbucks or we'll go pick something up and we'll mail it to you in a card. So here we go. Winner of this. It is Riley Darkash. Riley,
Congratulations.
Thank you for commenting. Thank you
yeah.
so much for commenting.
You're here. That's awesome.
You win, Riley. So you're going to get something free in the mail in the coming week. So we're so glad. All right, here's number 2. Here it is. It is Danica Sullivan.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Nice job, Danica. Way to comment and way to win. Because
Yes.
that means everyone else lost. But you're the winner. So we're glad. We're glad you won. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Let's
number
go.
3.
Number next.
It
You
is
did it.
Isaac Ray.
I feel like he wins every week.
Isaac literally is the luckiest guy in the world. And guys, we are not picking these. This is a random computer pick. And Isaac has won. I bet Isaac's at least won 3 Starbucks.
Yeah,
cards in
Isaac,
the last
comment
4
how many
months.
times you've won.
Yeah, at
We
least
wanna
2
know.
to 3, I'm going to say. So good job, Isaac. You win. And what's the 4th and
All right.
final winner
The
tonight?
final
It
one.
is Austin
Hickey.
Hickey.
There we go.
Nice job, Austin.
Yes.
We will be sending you something in the mail as well, Starbucks or something like that. So way to go. Thanks, guys, for commenting tonight and hanging with us and connecting with us. So we got 3 really important things that we want to tell you. The first one is a little bit of a sad news. You may have seen an email that Pastor Spike sent out this week and gave you kind of a preemptive announcement to this, but we have been praying through. We have been watching the news. We have been talking to doctors. We've been doing as much as we can to try to figure out how can we have a thing like camp and be safe. Yeah. And currently right now, as it stands, there's just too much of an uptick in positive cases and things going on for us to feel like that we can do the best possible camp that we want to do and make it the safest possible camp at the same time. And so what we've done is we sat down and we talked with our lead team, we talked with our student team, we prayed through it, we talked about it, we asked student leaders what their opinion was. And so what we're going to do, and this saddens us very deeply, we are going to postpone our Chet's Fuge Camp until this fall sometime. And so it's going to be a TBD date. We're hoping that maybe sometime in September, early October, we can find a date that will work, and this COVID thing will go down, and we won't have
in
to.
Jesus' name, it has to go down.
Man, goodness
gosh.
gracious,
Yeah.
I'm so tired. So I know that's another disappointing thing. And so that doesn't mean that we can't still do some things between now and then that we can get together outside and do some stuff. And so we'll talk about some of that in the future coming weeks ahead. But sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Let me tell you, it hurts our heart probably even more than it hurts yours, because this is the thing that we plan, we put together, we look forward to. It's just like Thrive. We get so excited for camp. And every time I see memories pop up on my social media of camp from last year and the previous years, I just die a little bit inside. And so we're saddened that we have to postpone it, but it's not canceled, it's postponed. But what we're going to do, even in that, is if you registered for camp and you did $20, we're going to be submitting refunds to you. So everybody registered online, and so you'll just get a refund sent to you to your debit or credit card or whatever you used online. It will come out in the next couple of weeks to you. So just be looking forward to that. That will happen, and we'll be planning some other things. But we have a little bit more important news that we want to share with you. We got my man Jordan Poole over here. He's a longtime friend. He's been hanging with us for a long time. He wants to share with you guys a little bit about what God is doing in his life.
Yeah. So, hey everybody, I love getting to interact with you guys screen to screen like this. I wish it was in person to give real hugs, so air hugs here. But in call to ministry, it's a weird thing, it's a different thing, but you have to follow the call of God. And Rebecca and I have accepted a position at 1122 for me to be the online director there. And it's kind of like a discipleship role in an online context. And it's awesome because we're pursuing the call of God in our lives, and we know this is the right thing. We know that God has called us to this, but it doesn't make transitions any easier. This has been my family for 5.5 years, almost 6 years. This is where I got ordained. Like, Jeff took a chance on me when I was like just graduating college to help out with student worship.
I would say he was a little kid, but I don't think he's ever been little. So.
And so yeah, like, this is family, this is home, and knowing that this transition is coming up is hard, and transitioning at any point is difficult, but transitioning in the midst of coronavirus is super hard. And so if you guys have any questions about this, because I wish I could be with you right now. We're going to be doing a Zoom chat later on, and so if you want to chat with me, we're going to be chatting about camp and things like that, any questions you might have. But if you want to ask me about my new role and like some surrounding that, please stick around for the Zoom chat to chat with us.
Absolutely. We're going to miss Jordan. We love him. He will always be part of our Chet's family. We've been excited for and been privileged for the last 5.5 years to have Jordan lead up our worship ministry and lead up our college ministry here at Chet's. For our students and college students. And so we're excited for the journey that he and Rebecca and Augie on. And so they're going to be taking a different step in a different ministry direction, but that's what God does. And leaving is never easy. I remember having to leave my former church and come here 6.5 years ago. And it's hard. So you guys pray for them as they go through this time of transition through the next few weeks. And so please pray for them as they do that. Pray for us as we pray about who is God going to lead us to be the next person to not only lead our college ministry, but also who is God going to bring us to lead our worship ministry and our student ministry here at the Hodges campus. And so we're excited because we know God already has a plan in place, and we know He's going to do that. And so with that being said, I got one more thing I want to share with you, and I want to just remind you right after this, we're having a Zoom chat, and it's just going to be about a 10-15 minute chat. We'd love for you to join us. One, we want to catch up with you and find out what's going on, but two, we want to give you a chance if you want to ask Jordan about his new journey, what's going on, if you want to ask questions about camp, what that all looks like, what we were thinking about, all those things, you can definitely ask us those questions. But I want to finish with some good news. And so here's the good news, guys. Write it on your hand, write it somewhere, type it in your phone. Our plan, unless the world falls off the edge of the earth, which it's not flat, it's round, but unless something goes crazy over the next couple of weeks, our goal and our plan is August. Not August. Why I said August?
Every time.
I did this when I was pregnant. It's not August. I'm sorry. Ignore that. Our goal is July.
July. In Jesus' name.
The 22nd. July 22nd. We are going to have across all 4 campuses our very first in-person Refuel. Woo! We're so excited. We're going to get a chance to maybe meet you. So if your family feels comfortable about coming and gathering in person, man, come gather us. We're gonna do everything we can do. We're gonna make every effort to keep it social distance style to make sure everyone stays safe. And we're gonna have masks. If you don't have a mask, masks are required. As you know, we live in mandatory mask month here in Jacksonville. So bring a mask, or we'll have one for you. And then when we gather around and do things, you'll have to wear a mask. But once you take a seat, whatever what we're doing in Refuel, you'll be able to take that off. But we're excited about being able to do that. And then the next step of that is the following Sunday, July the 26th, we're going to start doing in-person gatherings on Sunday mornings. It'll be a little different, especially at the Hodges campus. Some of the other campuses, rather than having multiple life groups, will probably just be one life group together of students. And so if your family is saying, hey, I want to start coming to church on Sundays, or maybe you've been coming to the worship services on Sundays at your campus, we're going to be providing during the hours that we meet on each campus a student gathering. And so it's going to look a little different at each campus. And so we'll be sending out an email in the coming days ahead saying, here's what that's going to look like at each campus. Here's the location that Wednesday night's going to be. Here's what Sundays morning's going to look like. And here's all the things that we're going to do to try to do our very best to keep it safe. And we're going to trust you guys that you'll also stay safe with each other as well. So that's all the 3 big announcements that we have. Camp's being moved. Jordan is moving in God's direction. And then we're going to move closer to in-person gatherings in just a few short days and weeks ahead. So we're excited about that. And we want you to join us in about 1 minute online at chetstudents.com/Zoom. Join our Zoom chat. Bring your questions. Come ask us what you want to do. And we just want to see your face, even if it's for
Please.
5 or
I
10
wanna
minutes.
see your face,
And
guys.
Jordan definitely wants to see your face.
Yes.
And I know you want to see this mug. Look at it, right? So come see us in the Zoom chat. We love you guys. Bye. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Join us in the Chet's Zoom chat. See you
Yeah.
later, guys.
See ya.
I hate this stuff here. I wish I would have said it.